one to keep an eye on. Playing a lot of online CS coming into this team. Very young player, 18 years of age, never signed for a professional organization. Quite a rogue pickup, but I think if there's one thing that we've seen, it's Dust2 and Jame and PVISION have managed to bring players you never heard of into the limelight.
Yeah. That's their whole thing.
And they had quite a run back in China the other day, so I'm excited to see, off the top of this new season, what this squad can accomplish. Two teams that are making vast improvements right now, both fighting for survival.
Gonna have to wait long to get things going. A B exec out of PVISION. And out of the CT's vision right now, Rain on this backstab. Well, here's the thing. You think you've outsmarted them. You think you pulled one past Jame. You have not. He's actually more patient than you. I hate to break it to you. There he is. Rain shot in the back of the head. And Slaxajez, that was gnarly. Device dead in a second. It's a pistol round on the board for PVISION.
Gives me a trouble in that BO1 against Vitality. Talked about it being good learning experience. Struggled to put much individual impact on the board, which is not what we saw in this open qualifier run. 400 Thieves. Gizmi was putting on record-breaking ratings. Showed up massively in their run. Not an easy one either. Found that incredible 1v2 clutch to stay alive in that tournament over BC Game. Got a flash outside B here. Gives me sends him in. Zwei knows what's coming. How many?
Oh, Zwei farm. He loves this. Click comes in to help him, and they all get a couple of the ecos. What's Gizmi up to? Who's going to find him?
Just hanging out. How about you? You up?
How have you been finding the 100 Thieves project? Huge.
I mean, obviously, way more exciting now that Gizmi's in it. It's not just because he's British, but also clearly, if there's one thing we've learned from Monty at the Major to Luminosity now, it's that he had a huge part of that team's success. And clearly, the Rain-led thing wasn't working. He even talked about it in an interview saying, I think I'm too chill to be an in-game leader. I agree.
Yeah, I did like some of the comments where he's like, yeah, you know, a round would start and he'd be focusing on what he's going to do and everyone would be looking at him. Yeah.
Gizmi's not that guy. Very vocal guy.
Yeah.
Came up in the UK scene. Played international very early on this Monty. You know, bounced back and forth between the main and academy. Got some experience. Played some pro leagues. And yeah, he's had to take, I guess, a step back in terms of like the VRS position in this squad. But clearly this is a team that is looking to enter the upper echelons of CS, certainly has the skill to do so. Device has also had a massive uptick in the last 6 months, or last 3 months rather, versus when he first joined this team.
Yeah. Which I think has just been very cool to see. I was always a little bit worried that we were, you know, too far past the Device prime, but the idea that he is having a bit of a resurgence, it's a good sign, because man, when you're watching this guy, you know, at his best, oh, there's nothing quite like it.
That's why the open qualifier for EWC was so much fun, because you had Device, you had Simple, you had JW, you had Crims,
all these old boys
showing up and actually still putting in a really good shift. So it's not just these old boys, Harry. The young guns, keep an eye on them as well. Anubis is poised map, but he's dead in this round, and Sira takes Connector instead with a double of his own. Also had some great games on this very map, thinking about when 100 Thieves beat Falcons to start the year, start the season. Now, PVISION have found the gap, but they know Rain can come back to main, so they've got to be very aware. Crossing in alone, no support, and Rain gets out with no trade from heaven. Slaxajez chases Spawn with just a dink, and this has gone very, very wrong here for PVISION. Good position. but shut down in the end. All of them forcing in 1v1s. It's ugly. They needed to swing main together there. So despite a 5v4, the round goes the other way. When I say Poi is the Anubis guy, Harry, trust what I say, okay? This guy's crazy on this map.
All right. So you're expecting big things.
I am.
Well, he's already being very keen to get involved with these con pushes. James squad, you know, they've got a lot of patience. They'll sit back, they'll wait for you to try your opening moves. They don't give anything away to that early. Now looking for a bit of mid control. Gizmy's close, and Device lining up a flashbang for him to come and fight. Gizmy takes it low and slow, and just collects an opener for free.
Yeah, not a problem there. They're going to fall back into their bomb site, so mid completely left open. As PVISION do scale further forward. James holds con. No one making a move. Bit of a fake out in middle now. Draws Gizmy's attention. Temple is a worry, but Device watching it from the back. Zero trying to bait for Poi. Anti-flash, and they don't clear the corner. Big mistake as Poi doubles up before the AWP finds the headshot. 2v4 here. James got to go big.
Oh, it's the right idea for James, but he fumbles the execution.
Unlucky.
Everything went according to plan for James there in that fight, but just couldn't deliver it. And now it's just away. 15 seconds, bomb dropped. All of PVISION lying in the connector, and Zoe will join them.
It's a good map for 100 Thieves, right? That's why they've picked it, but it's also a poor map for PVISION. It's a map that when we started the year, we saw them have some real trouble on it. You know what I'm referencing, the game at Krakow, when they even said, and we heard the voice comms like, guys, screw this map, let's just go next. We don't play it, we don't prac it, whatever. They've actually, despite that, managed to avoid playing this map really the whole year. They've only logged 6 games on it, 3-3, losing to teams you would kind of expect, but also beating Spirit in there randomly. So it's been high and low, but it's definitely not a go-to, which is weird because you feel like a team, like a James team, would do well on a map that is heavy on gambles, but I guess it is also the CT aggression you need that maybe they have trouble with. They lose a lot of rounds on CT side. So going to need this first half to start with a bit of a bang for PVISION, but right now it's getting snuffed out.
Well, Rain tried to stay alive as long as he could. Gizmy here to help him out. No ground gained. Cielo and James still going to try and get something out of this round. But they've got Glocks. I don't imagine they do get anything out of this round. Let's see.
Time, and with time
Let's see
comes
what
utility.
James can find. True, that is true.
Utility comes money, and you got to think the big picture when James in the server. Okay, got to zoom out, then zoom out some more. But yeah, he is just dead here. So zoom back in. See, $300. All worth it. So 3 rounds in a row for 100 Thieves as the guns come back out.
Feels like they do want to try and do something about Poi down here in Con, because he's been annoying, just harassing on random timings. Been a bit of a focal point for the 100 Thieves. As Yellow goes there, he's brought down low by the nades. It's actually Gizmy making a move with Device covering on this AWP. Good flash to set him up, and that's kind of been the nature of these rounds out towards middle. Just Device and Gizmy playing well off of each other and this utility, and again, they've forced an advantage through. Now a man down. Big question for James. How do you recover this?
Yeah, they have a lot of ideas, don't they, 100 Thieves? A lot of little pushes and plays and flash setups. Now Gizmy's committed. I don't really mind it either. He could take one more kill, but he's full blind. So James does isolate. Nice retake in middle there for PVISION. 4v4, opportunity open, but it feels like they have to go back to this B site. Way checking it with the bomb. Sierra swings out, nice shot from Zway, but there is a double right there for the taking. That should be enough to win this round. Device tries to stop the bomb.
Here is Scope, so a molly comes in and Device forced back off the line. They play it safe. You know, when Zway gets you a double like that, kind of delivers you a bit of salvation in this round. You don't want to throw it away to the Device AWP.
Nice call there from James to reflash middle, though. Definitely would have come back to haunt them later in the round. Gizmy's in a position to drop con, to flank mid. In that man advantage, but that one kill forces 100 Thieves to make another move. They go pushing B, they go right into Zway, so some well-placed shots from him, and PVISION back on the board with guns.
Terrorists win.
Don't imagine that's a round that changes much for the 100 Thieves though, right? You can chalk it up to some nice shots for Zway. I think largely the aggressive moves work well against these James T sides on Anubis. They're going to sit back. They're going to wait for them. But you see it stretches the resources very thin, right? There was no one immediately able to help him mid. Let's see if it does. 100 Thieves call in the timeout.
Blave talking at Rain right now.
So maybe we see something towards this A side of the map.
It is certainly nice to be in close proximity to the players here. Every timeout gets a turn around, see who's talking, see what's going on. The Stan sat back in his seat. No stress. All going to plan.
Yeah, this time just a crunch onto the water. Slacks to Jez, these are good trades, but has to now watch for this A main re-aggress. Rain and Device don't actually commit to it. They hemorrhage too many players there in the skirmish. You're worried that you make matters worse going for that swing, I guess, but now you're a man down and very split up.
Felt like there really was a window to help out their team there, but they decide against it, so Device is just now locked in on this angle. Rain reinforcing Sierra on B, pressure being put on by PVISION. Oh, jump spot might have actually seen him there. Gonna go for the spam. Sierra close. I think they know. Chambers walked out through Con as well. He is in the site, and Sierra plays through with a flashbang, but it's an ugly spray. Could have been 2 kills there. Rain against the world.
All right, well, abandoned everyone earlier on that push in the water. Let's see if maybe this is why.
Oh, does it miss?
Molly, it's not spreading.
Oh, man.
Can't stop the rain with fire.
We're on. Oh no, Jane, you're joking. You fake it out and check him. Nice hold from PVISION. Maybe realizing, hey, that molly could have missed. It did look deep. And so Rain lives for only a few more seconds before they find that trade.
You know, Rain, like, can't believe that as he swings out.
Could have won the round, but no. It's James. Okay, multiple chances in that round for 100 Thieves. Sira's flash push on main. The water crunch, I think, could have had Rain helping more. Even if he dies, there's Device in main to back up the A rush. Like right here, that's the time. Vigilant clears here from PVISION.
Feels a little rough for 100 Thieves because like in these last 2 rounds, I think they've had the right idea, right? Like the plays made a lot of sense. They've had all the util to do it, but they've just kind of fumbled on the actual execution of it. From the water push to that Sira double, it felt like it was destined to come through. He had players blind, players changing guns.
He's nading the smoke.
So Rain plays through it, doesn't see anything. At a minute 20 though, when you're up against these Jame-led squads, that doesn't tell you too much. Slaxajez was still hanging around, and the rest of the squad going clear mid.
Ooh, that, yeah, just about lands. Bleeds out a bit, it's fine. You try and block middle with more util, but Flit's going up and over. This is just feigning pressure here. They still sit outside of B. Never really played for the water control in this round too heavily. But mid player has dropped out to Con, and Flit will join him. So this is a B split with only 2 players in position. Sira's so scared of that mid control. He is starting to lean the right way, but they run through the molly, so they're breaking this timing. 100 Thieves in trouble.
Oh, rotates might arrive, but it's just one man out towards the spawn. You're asking a hell of a lot of Sira.
What a bounce. Oh, touchdown.
It's good. And that's your red carpet back into this retake, 3-on-3. All 3 grouped spawn side for 100 Thieves. James set up back in main to try and play around this bomb. It's Slaxajez fighting, but James got his cross. Orp cuts down the first man around the corner. And they don't even know. Yeah. James just getting to deny that save. Knocks out 2 players. And even though Rain's going to survive with this AWP, it's a retake you don't attempt, and you only get out with 1 gun. Not even that's guaranteed.
Oh, no.
Rain will hold on. Still the lead mounting for PVISION.
Seeing some really nice defaults now. It seems like they've scared them back a little bit from getting too aggressive. Tried something in A main there. Hundred Thieves were only 2 players strong on that B bomb site, and with PVISION pushing the molly. Well-timed split on a weak bomb site. That mid-fake worked wonders. We have something on the A side. Many more in the water this time.
I mean, one of the remarks you always used to have when you would watch these James squads over the years is how he kind of got his opponent to play on his terms, right? The slow style with these little poppy explosive finishes. And, you know, Gizmy might have proven himself in at the major and has had some reps now with this 100 Thieves team, but will he kind of fall into that trap here on Anubis? Because we've lost some of these early aggressive moves for 100 Thieves as the game's gone on. Again, just playing around where they're set back in their bomb sites, not looking for anything early. Maybe it's going to come in the mid-round. Got that device AWP out here in middle. And you'd love for it to be involved. So there's a gun to be picked up. Can you make something of this round?
Ooh, they're even going to push further forward. Gizmy was in that smoke, so he can get a bit of a flank off. They're going to lose his sight, though. Rain eats that nade. Nothing he can do. 4v4, and the sight is lost. Device has to do more.
Device is here in position, but so is Jame. Scoped up on the bricks. He's ready for that swing.
Flank is quick. James not ready. Caught off guard completely. Still lives.
And now you just feel like you've lost your window, right? Your chance to capitalize.
How is he?
Try and find that opening. James survives. And they deal with Gizmy on that mid lurk.
It's already up hunting. So we're both behind him. Playing the long con his way. very strong start to this game. Damn, even when Jamie is caught off guard, he still doesn't get punished.
Terrorists win.
This is building to be a very strong T-side start here for PVISION.
And so often, you know, the way that this would go is like you kind of make your usual moves, you get a little bit aggressive, you go into a Jame default, and it loses, you know, 1 or 2 rounds. And that's what's happened to 100 Thieves here. And then it kind of, you know, freaks you out of going for those same aggressive moves. And if you end up being too stagnant, kind of letting PVISION have full run of the map, they've got you right where they want you. That's Jame in control at that point. So this is now the test for 100 Thieves. They're going to burn another timeout ahead of this. Glaive talking to the troops.
And you wonder if, like, this timeout is just going to proceed. Another set play, another aggressive move. Last timeout they did the water crunch, out Conan window, the A main, lack of push. And so will PVISION try and call around that, go for something super default, super safe, or do they just try and hit a bomb site quick and avoid the numbers in water? What adjustment is being made? It's up to Jame to figure out. There's the push, and Jame is ready. He saw the second.
All right, Sira has at least been able to keep things even. It's just how does he get out of this spot? Jame,
Let him go.
not aware that he's walked up close, but good realization once he spies over the top of the ruins. Doesn't see him on the long side and just eyeballs that smoke, ready for the
I
push.
just love a Jame POV, man. I just love a good Jame game.
And so you get 2 kills over towards this B site. You know the 100 Thieves setup is going to be moving around. Jame instantly leaves with this bomb, rejoins the rest of the gang outside of A.
Doesn't it just feel a bit too obvious to call that pause and then go for an insta-B push right into the AWP? Of course, PVISION are ready for it. They have been playing very slow on this T side, and it is doing them wonders. 2 more frags just filter through, and Jame missed shot won't matter too much. And bomb is back in main, but Jame wants to end it. Device says no. Escaping is a different beast here. He's getting tracked by Flit. See the paw prints. It's a good spot for Device, but this is a 7-round T-side already, getting out of control. I should have this. Oh. Yeah. There's an AWP in water, but Slaxigers has it.
Terrorists win.
Very impressive game from PVISION, but you do feel like some opportunities have been handed their way. Half buy for the last. Vice can get an AWP next round as well.
See, the PVISION are feeling a bigger degree of comfortability around this water control as well, feeling like they've really, you know, done enough legwork in the map to stop 100 Thieves from going for these type of peaks. This time they move right into this spot on the map, and James Orb, right place, right time again.
He's quick today. Not a bad start. Everybody doing their job. 1 kill back for Syrah. Wants to try and get that AK, but PVISION are all over the shop. Look at Flit. Just creeping in through Temple. Syrah considering aggression. As he backs up, it's into Flit. Easy done. Last player revealed by the smoke. It's looking all too simple here for PVISION.
Bomb has been planted.
100 Thieves just left, pissing in the wind.
PVISION based joke.
Yeah. Glad you got that.
Figured I'll explain it. Jump up. Man, Device has been good in the saves.
What else can he do?
Terrorists win.
I think you always think about it through the lens of like how James does what he does to win, but I think also it's like the way losing to this guy feels, like the way that this half is kind of feeling right now for 100 Thieves would be brutal. I imagine it's kind of like if you were starving, but like actually,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just slow, inevitable, bit by bit, and you know what's happening.
And it's like those 3 rounds they won, that was like a big meal. You know?
Yeah.
You're kind of like crashing after the big meal. You felt great. Everything's gone perfectly, and
It's
you
just-
realize there's just no food in the pantry.
It's like a very unique kind of
Oh man, he's waited all game for that.
finally gets it and gone.
Oh, he was on it, but just a slight miss on the shot. That hurts. And so, not even too aggressive a play, but a 4v5. That's a cool flash. Lands in the top of Con. But nobody home. It's PVISION group up for an A hit. And to be honest, Rain has not been able to do much to stop these when they come.
Yeah, often it's just been a one and done, and that's been in like the better rounds for Rain. Good timing on the reblock at least, but this exec's getting rolled out. And Flit has heard Gizmy's rotate. They're just going to play on through, break that smoke. Gizmy dead after the first, and Flit able to cut down these players in rotation. This is a very solid runaway T-side.
They've been doing work on this map. That much is clear. I think 100 Thieves came in to punish pick, and PVISION have been pracking because that was a nice exec. Triple molly on A, double smoke, nowhere to go. Mid-luck is perfectly timed. It's not even really required. They break that main smoke and find Rain in the open. He has literally nowhere to stand. And so slowly but surely, 9 rounds will reach this board.
Oh, I mean, though, it's just the slow creep of these Jame games.
That's what they call him.
And it just leaves you in so many gut-wrenching feeling positions. Like even there, Poi in the 1v4 knows it's all over, knows he can't win that. There isn't time. They're not going to misplay it. You have to play the round. And so this has been a runaway train for Jame and co. 100 Thieves looking a little stunned at the end of that first half. And sure, you might expect a bit more mileage on the T side, but you really don't get better than that for Jame and the gang. Also, you know, you said early on how James looking sharp, but I feel like everyone is right now. Like,
Sure.
in all of these fights, you don't get a second chance. If you miss your opportunity, if you catch a bad timing, it's over. I know 100 Thieves had some really nice ideas early on to do with flashes as to how they were going to try and force some early fights, but that petered out so quickly, didn't it? So now onto their T-side, Device with a smoke, and this P250 to try and duel into the connector. All right, there's an opening. Rain spent that first half just getting dominated on this A-bomb site. He gets to do it back to them. Ziello dead, and A-space taken. 100 Thieves move in.
Storming the board, bomb going down, and nice shot from Jame
man.
to open up this round. They can make this happen.
Poi is very far away.
Uh-oh, gotta go quick. And not too quick. He's shifting in the back. Flit just checked the flank, and now Poi has even better timing. This should be impossible for PVISION, but that kill will open it up. Poi hits his backstab. Jame tucks in, looks the wrong way, but saves the day. 2v2. Gizmy follows up, and now this is impossible. They will not give him the fight. There is no kit, and there is no time, even for Jame. Nice shot. Seals this round here for 100 Thieves.
It's the first, like, massive step in the right direction, isn't it? Because you said earlier how some of the CT struggles are there for PVISION. They could have forgot about all of that if they find a way to pull off that pistol.
Yeah.
So this is a huge stride for the 100 Thieves. If they do want to make a comeback happen, they're on the better half on their map pick.
Oh, you've got to be telling yourself it's doable, right? It is Anubis T side, and exactly the point you mentioned, the reason that we even see 100 Thieves go for this map pick. And they pick it, but what did PVISION go for? They went for T side, right? And we saw why. It looked extremely comfortable.
I think it's why you see Dust2 hit them with the instant timeout too, right? Like, now he's aware this is a job that is far from over.
Now the game really begins. PVISION, they don't have the reps, you know. This is their second event with this roster. Jez not got that LAN experience. Only a few played in his career. Blitz is the definition of experience. But he's had some tough form as of late. That's the round.
It would be really nice for Gizmy to just catch, like, one of these players at the end of this, because you don't really know what PVISION are working with in this round. So you see a USP, you feel a lot better about it. You know that the guns are coming out next.
As we'll go for a bit here.
I'm going to try and make some money. But they've gotten away from him. Okay, 4 rounds the difference as this rifle round is ready to come through for the CTs.
Feels weird to just see them saving full USPs, but you definitely know guns are coming out here. Don't want to give away any kill bonus money in a lost round. Gizmy does upgrade.
Well, James, as a captain, loves his gambles. But Anubis is a lot more about well-timed CT aggression, so let's see if they go for any of that or if they are hinging on James' read of the game in this first rifle round. It was pretty heavy set for 100 Thieves out here towards A, but they don't commit to anything yet. Poi on a lurk. Very heavy mid setup, and as they go looking for whoever threw that util earlier, they do spot Poi. This is going to give them pretty quick rotations in towards A, and they're moving over to start to pad out this bomb site. Reblock in at main. Nade to follow. And playing through this for 100 Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Rain with a TK.
Cancel.
And they don't feel like they can go in on the back of this. Poise mid lurk, here's players rotating, but things feel awkward. Because you've heard that Temple player go quiet now, and you're having to walk this bomb through the water.
Oh, they're going to let Poi play late, but that really just requires these com players to get something done, to put some pressure on this site. Everyone's rotating. PVISION have read it. They've moved 3 players over. Need a kill now. Poi is going to be too late to play. Thought a post plant for him. Can Gizmy do anything? One more kill needed at the back of the site, but the time has expired, and Poi is left lurking nowhere. PVISION with a great gamble call there to full rotate out. It is just Flit left in CT as everybody goes B. And you have the rounds to play with, so perfect time to make that stack happen.
I think because things are flowing, you know, James getting to focus a lot more on just the flow of the game. You know, I feel like whenever his rosters are kind of winding up, you see his reads get worse, and I always wonder if that's because he's having a micro a little bit more. But he's had a very solid read on 100 Thieves throughout this Anubis. Always a captain who just kind of played with his intuition. Again, this triple mid. I think PVISION are liking this because it gives them that ability to rotate heavily around the map. And if anyone is sent here to try and come for the mid space, they've got a nasty surprise waiting for them. 2 players around this corner. James spotting from afar.
Oh my god. Hasn't seen anything. It's 3 here. Dead man walking. They just push on that timing.
Well, the bomb's outside of B. That's where 100 Thieves were hoping this could end up. For Rain crossing here. Oh, well, they've given him a hint.
Ooh, time.
Slaxajez went to reposition. That's when they peek him. Still, Zwei holds on with a double. And that'll keep you interested in this retake.
Blank is fast. I wonder if they heard it, though. Flick did stop running eventually. Base is pushed up. There is no smoke to reblock. It's on yellow. This is just a death match now in this B bomb site. Where are they?
Trying a device, but they're left to their own devices in this hold, right? Both of them just hoping for a multi-kill, and that responsibility has fallen onto the shoulders of Rain. James is the kit. The Flit's got to move into cover. Rain swings out, and they line him up. James with the trade, and a nail-biter of a defuse, but he thinks he's got it, and I'm inclined to trust him. 11 on the board.
God, I love how he just never sat that as well. He like full baited wide on the angle. He let his teammate commit to the fight, and then just swings off to trade, guaranteeing the round, not letting Rain get away with anything. 11-5, and I definitely still think there were ways this game could have gone wrong for PVISION, but they look stable now on the CT side. They made some good rotations. Zwei gets a massive double kill when his teammate gets caught off guard on awkward timing. And they don't fumble, a very fumbleable post plant.
I'm really liking these triple mid holds too. It's given them real quick rotates. Like, there's no way in this game yet that 100 Thieves can know that that's how they've been playing these CT rounds. The time that they went A, they ran into 2 players, they ran into 3 players, you know, a third guy quick rotating over. And it's telling you, oh my, how are they reading us like this? You know, they're in our heads. And in reality, no, it's just these 3 mid guys. If they're not getting contact, they rotate them A at the first drop of util.
You don't really want to rush on this map on T side, but it is the kind of setup that if you just started rushing bomb sites, you would win rounds because it would leave PVISION so out of position for those post plants.
But that's where it kind of ties into, like, the game has slowed down on James say so, and you're playing into his hands.
Oh, James making moves, man. I didn't even know you could do that. Just put himself on the toolbox in A. Throw a nade stairs, but it's not far off the mark. They're 5 rugs. It's not a rush, it's just a quick pop here for 100 Thieves.
Goal for James really is just get your one, right? Get one shot off on that AWP, set up in a 5v4.
He's getting his one.
There it is, and this smoke to heaven. Just a tad late on the contact push. Flitz even siphoned one from the ranks. And 100 Thieves left scrapping for this bomb plant. Chance to get it down with the Gizmy Molly coming in.
Get
They'll
crazy.
find their way to a bomb plant, and Gizmy's even trying to scale. Cielo shuts him out of it, and Sierra throwing into an unwinnable clutch, just doesn't know where to look. This is a super oppressive CT side.
Doesn't that just feel like it encapsulates all these rounds, all these late rounds, just unwinnable? 100 Thieves just put into constant positions. They are not allowed to close, and PVISION running all over them. 12-5 now, and the CT side has gone by in the blink of an eye. Pistol round gave 100 Thieves a chance, but ever since Rifles came through for PVISION, this game has felt over. This is 100 Thieves, what is meant to be a very comfortable map for them. A map that we've seen great results in. Shame is now getting crazy. Double nade puts him on 2 and he's still not dead.
Doesn't even relinquish any type of control here, hangs around. Knows they could be close, but he's got Flit nearby to help him. 100 Thieves bail from that mid-take. 4v5. You've done a lot of damage to James, sure. You don't have much to show for this. Sierra closing in on the connector, looking to give way to this B split, and PVISION are ahead of the curve. 3 players here. Sure, one of them is this injured AWP. But even at 2 health, I feel like Jay might be good for another. There he is. Sierra deleted, and that's the split. On this split, mopped up. It's just this B play. Poi with a double. The other 2 in main side. Reigns wrestled it back. Flit, is he coming through? Right through that smoke. Backstab, and Reigns gone. Device can't hack it. PVISION shut down 100 Thieves, and they do so convincingly on Anubis. It's elimination on the line. 100 Thieves having to grind through the open qualifier. Is this where it all comes undone?
Yeah, you know what? PVISION reminding us, or rather reminding the 100.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Slacksages coming into the season, played his first, bigger LAN in China. Did decent, had some good maps, had some poor maps, but, definitely showed some of the form that we saw from this young player online, leading into PVISION. And I'm excited for his future. And maybe more games from them at EWC if they can beat 100 Thieves here and now.
Cracking header from Gizmy. So that smoke is missed. That's probably going to give James a talking to for that one. Not realizing that Gizmy is the reason it's not in place.
What do we think of Smokes? Interby comes in. It's an upper tunnels crunch with 3 players here. Well, they know it's B now, that's for sure.
Not leaving much to the imagination here. Poi holding on, but blindsided by the door player. Gizmy had just backed up, so it opened up that angle. Clean tap for Zwei.
Why not?
And he's got one more guy in front of him. Rotates arrive. Sierra helping out, and Zwei. One impressive shot, but he needed 3 of them. 100 Thieves get on the board early to start their Dust2 campaign.
It's relieving, I think, for 100 Thieves. It almost went very wrong there, but a couple of important pistol shots connecting for Gizmy. 23 kills in, looking for the ace, not to be. And so, full eco with just a smoke invested. Just to keep them from farming in the middle.
And as is often the case, just using the full duration of the timer.
Every second.
It's nicer, like you. Cause this is the 9 to 5 for PVISION. You know, this is how they play. This is what they're used to. I think it's nice because you know your opponent's just having to sit there in this round. How do these know that they're gonna win this, or at least feel like they should? You're just making them wait, wasting their time, looking for any value you can. You don't get any. You got the guns coming out in the next. It's no skin off your back.
They made him throw every nade they bought, so isn't that just the goal? Sure, extra kill is nice, but blocks on Dust2. It is just min-maxing. Some people just want to play the game, though. PVISION come through with a rifle round. Slaxijez on a Mac 10, interestingly enough. Already buying into the Jame economy system. But it feels like this might just end B with him charging through the tunnels with a buy like that. Bomb is coming back through spawn now. Good grenade on yellow. PVISION are setting up with B in their sight. Let's give it a side eye. Talking a lot as well. Here we go.
With the block down there in mid, so you don't have this mid component. Just the tunnels push. They get past Porte. One more man close by at the B hill. It's Gizmy who would be reacting next. Is he going to try and go early? Smoke down in the door. Flash to try and send him through. And Jame dodges. Ready for that exact move.
It's crazy from Jame. He just crossed the doors looking at the ground, looks up from the flash and takes that kill. Why has he done that? It's perfect. Jame even missed his first flash in B. I think if it lands, Rain's in trouble, and I think that's an even cleaner round for PVISION, but not required. They find the entries. Zwei continuing to find important opening kills. Was doing so all last map, popping sights open. So save again here for 100 Thieves as PVISION get on the board.
I've been lobbing in and replenishing this short smoke, and then later the CT smokes a hell of a lot in this game. It started from round 1 in the pistol, even. And obviously Gizmy denied it there, but I wonder if you're trying to kind of force 100 Thieves just back into, you know, like the most passive, no info. Device playing over towards the site, Gizmy in rotation, everyone kind of anchored in place, because it is leaving this B site really susceptible. You haven't had these quick rotates in a lot of these rounds, haven't had a great deal of forewarning as to where they're ending up.
They're sending it. It's a sick move, and they get out as well.
PVISION were not ready for that, and this is a team that are ready for many a thing. And a double long doors push right off the rip.
Perfect flash too. Nothing Zwei could do about that.
Well, they've always been kind of signaling this intent to 100 Thieves. They're doing all the short util, but we haven't really seen them use this space yet. This time they actually go and get the control. So 3 players out on the catwalk, flit a little later out through the long doors. And mid to be smoke for Jame.
Whose flash comes first, Device forces it as the molly's still up. Oh, Gizmy didn't see them though. He didn't see anyone. Now he hears them running. The realization coming in, but he's out of position.
Device can't hold it.
Later.
You almost won't believe if that lets you down. Gizmy not getting the spot on those players up on short. Flick catches great timing on his long wrap, just waiting out there in the doors till Syrah turns away. And a 3v4, you're out of position here. Numbers might decide it. CT just feels like too much of a choke point to try and retake through.
Just have no smokes either.
And so 100 Thieves get out of there.
Wow. It's a rough round to save him, right? With the damage done, they know they've done good damage. The dink on Cielo getting that entry, 1 health remaining. And I think Gizmy doesn't see them because the molly's still up, but he called the flash. Just a little bit of burn in his face. And so he drops off too late.
And that's a round where 100 Thieves get the opener, get a clean break on a 5v4. There's no trade. They even had the right idea for that play out towards short. Felt like you did everything right, and it still goes against you. Cleanly at that. Only death in the round coming from that long doors push.
I mean, there were rounds like that on Anubis, where you do the entry, you get the kill, you fall back into a nice position, then you try and do another play, and that's what undoes you. I'm glad they have plays and they make plays, but it does feel like sometimes it comes back to haunt them. Here we go. Gizmy putting the rifle to use. Up top mid, but see how he's going to get out.
Had a flash ready to go and everything to help him, but Peak just comes on an awkward timing for him before he's close to the corner. Flash never arrives. And so a 5v4. PVISION in no rush.
Yeah, the rifle's doing it all right now. It's not Jame on the AWP having to pop off. A lot of the kills last map came to him. Just providing cover, letting his team get back up Cat. Flash goes in. Poi with the M4 on A. Rain has tunnels control.
Which is nice. It enables this 3-man stack, but even now, like as far as this stack goes, the M4's in the site alone. So no way to try and retrieve that for 100 Thieves.
These flashes very meta right now. Poi can't do anything, has to wait them out. Molly starts to land around him. Not on his position though. He can still buy some time. He's getting wall banged out. Maybe a nade to boot. Poi can't get a thing done. Really needed a kill there. Only damage. James' patience pays off, and 2 more at long as that bomb gets shuffled over. They know long is lost. They really don't seem concerned.
It really is just so suffocating, isn't it? Like, even now, it's a 5v2, and a part of you's kind of thinking if you're 100 Thieves, look, man, we have pistols. Like, they're going to fight us. They're going to give us a chance to reply. But it's all about this real discipline for the money. You know, so many folks just couldn't resist the idea of getting these 2 kills on the USP and Deagle at long. But PVISION aren't those guys. They're not going to give you a free fight, a free chance to inflict any damage.
It's like talking about the full ecos where they wait till 10 seconds, right? It's like, maybe it's not the most fun thing to do, but if you are min-maxing your win, you know their pistols at long, why would you even give them the chance to remove 4K worth of weaponry on your side? Why would you let them have that chance? For what? A bit of rating for an eco kill?
It's like Counter-Strike with ego removed. You know, like there's nothing in here about padding stats. It's all just take the most efficient route, and that means min-maxing the economy. That means using all the time, all the resources that you get for free, and bankrolling yourselves as long as you can.
They want a major like this. James did at least. Reunited with Flit. Orp on B now. Device with a nice start. PVISION might just walk in. That bomb is so far away. Oh, that's going to force the Orp to fire. No, doesn't fall blind Device. He remains with vision. Wave over his shoulder. Trained on the angle, but Device not getting given much. Not going to go back into him, though. We're trying to sell something. Device is going to get probably 2 shots off in this round. He needs to connect them.
There's the first. Got to be the start of something for Device. It's the third swing where he falls, still gets his double.
Oh, no.
Will that be enough? Because PVISION battle their way through this B-bomb site. It's on to Poi and Syrah in this retake. They're ahead of the J-Morp. Poi has slipped the net. Jame doesn't hang around. Flash lined up. It's a re-smoke at the door, and now you're left coming through. Poi makes it in, but they hear him on the other side of this smoke. James dealt with that first man, and Poi the whole time just giving them little clues, little hints as to where he is. They'll swing him together.
And we see that same rotation, the post plant that Jay made the other round, right? So he walks, he's closed door, the smoke comes down, then he crosses into the site. 100 Thieves, they may flash through the smoke, they may have car, but they can't do anything with that position. There's a smoke in their way, so he isn't susceptible. It's a really nice move late in the round. Just playing buddy system with Jame, and Jame hits 3 AWP shots. Device gets both of his. That was essentially a 5v3 on B. And Jame still knocks them out on rotation. He is just a weapon.
I mean, you can see why they're always going for this little cross back over, right? It's like when you're coming through that door, unless you're Carrigan in a semi-final, you know, you're going to the left, you're clearing the car, you're clearing the tunnels.
Yeah, especially with the smoke down. Got to feel for 100 Thieves in some of these rounds. It's like Anubis again, where it's like, I like their round starters, I like the plays they make, I'm glad they're not afraid, but they are getting squeezed. Oh! Device?
Okay, right, yeah. Device is tapped in, he's willing to do anything to win, he's decided. So now, wall bangs, smoke shots.
Oh
Honestly, how do you not just feel like crushed if you're 100 Thieves?
B-stack,
because they've gone for the B-stack. These rounds have all used the maximum length of the clock. There's been nothing like super fast and direct. You play the B-stack fighting mid-control, and they rush A.
Great anti-eco call. Just walk up Cats. If there's no pistol set up on Cat with a flash and a 5.7, there's nothing you can do. PVISION just walk it into A. So go and pick up. Okay, now it's worth hunting a little bit. Get this rifle out of Poi's hands. Doesn't mean they will. Screw it. We've got our guns. You can have yours. Okay, Device. Go catch the jumping player. I'll send him in, yeah. Roof. But of course, they flash him at the same time.
Well, look, Herrera, you don't often get this when you're playing against these James squads. You've been able to extract a bit of value in your eco. You get out with an extra AK. I'm sure Zway is going to get a talking to for that. But it's 100 Thieves burning another timeout because they can feel that this game is slipping from their grasp.
And their tournament life as well. This is lower bracket here in the BO3 group stage. It's not an easy group with Vitality and Mouse in here. Foot as well. Winner of this goes on to play Mouse, who lost earlier today, to get to the playoffs, so goddamn. No free lunch in Group C, as it appears. Group winners, Bait and Foot. Lower bracket group players, Vitality and Mouse. Just like we expected. Gonna get skewered. Device. It's a lot of util at mid.
I mean, largely, you feel like you've been seeing the same util, the same kind of round starts, but you never feel any the wiser as to where it's ending. This mid-smoke could mean 10 different things based on what you've seen in the game thus far. Thankfully, you've got Gizmy eyes on the catwalk just to confirm that no one's here. but it hasn't dismantled the triple A lean for 100 Thieves. In fact, they kind of double down on it now, bringing Porte into the bomb site. And so the B hold is just 2 players again. You're looking at Device, you're looking at Rain. They've got a multi-kill, or else this is another round on the board for PVISION.
Like this for Rain, but if they break the smoke, he could be in trouble. There it is. A lot of eyes on. Rain does back out. It's a sneaky move to survive, and that might cancel the call as a resmoke comes in. Gizmy's making a move. Flit's dead. 4 in the tunnels. They've got to go. How are they going to find a way to win this, Harry?
They shouldn't. Look at these reinforcements, just layers of defense now at B. And so for the first time in a long time, one of these mid-round pushes really sets up 100 Thieves. Gizmy finding that timing, getting the kill in mid. Suddenly it all becomes clear what's happening in that round.
Jame ready for this, though. Doesn't look like it. Double AWP available, but not going to see it with Device hedging his bets on B in many of these rounds. Not really been playing on the car side. It's a nice B hold, but it's one that 100 Thieves certainly knew was coming with that flank from Gizmy. Oh my. You wouldn't, would you? They're just walking it in.
All right, well, feeling like the slow pace maybe gave too much time to 100 Thieves in the last one. They try and go quickly in a B this time around. Slacks the Jez with the trade. Porte up here in the window, but that AWP is covering it. And 100 Thieves relegated to the other side of the double doors. They're trying to keep the pressure on, looking to play through, but smoke blowing open, and Gizmy is just out on an island.
Love it. Love everything about it there for PVISION. It just feels like if you kill that site player on the B hit, you've won the round, because James is not going to miss the window shot. You either have to multi-kill or just play full retake. Because players trying to flood in to help their teammates from window just every time have died to James Orb.
And again, like, it's another one of these rounds where we're saying, imagine how annoying this feels. Like, you finally think you found a way in, you've got a read on the pace, you've got a read on how James calling this, and he just hits you with the uppercut B. And in a way, it almost feels like too much of a simple solution, right? You lose that last round because you're playing slow, Gizmy finds the timing, and you say, well, what if we did just go faster? But that is enough. You don't expect it, you get caught by the sudden pace change, and now whiplash for 100 Thieves.
Terrorists win.
As they're relegated to the save, and rounds continue to get away from them.
That's been a lot of saves here in the city side, haven't there? That's the 5th one. Well, at least it keeps gun rounds going. They've had a lot of buys in this map. But now we're reaching the tail end of the half where 100 Thieves will have to start going for some of these. And forever, B is feeling threatened. Can never get comfortable on this site. Porte starts with Rain, who got tagged. Devices once more looking for this mid pick. He has been giving us good output. But they've not been giving him the chance in middle. No one out mid because there's no door smoke. It comes in late. It's me with nades on Cat.
Good trade of the util for Gizmy, right? Denying them all the short space they were looking for. He gets to keep his angle now on the drop down. Will eventually have to relinquish this space. Feels like he's held on to it long enough.
Just found a new set of util and just leaving them around for him. Keeping presence in upper, but will be joining his team. Meant to be before the Cat hit. It's yellow. Hard lurking long on low health. Oh, James, it's optimistic. Now they've got to go.
Yeah, time is of the essence. They hear Gizmi rotating back. That's an extra volley of util up on a short. And with Device covering the cross, you want to say he's a very safe pair of hands. Over the top of the smoke, Flit has found it, but you got 10 seconds to run this bomb in. Gizmi one kill in the right place, could steal this round away, and he's living up to the namesake. That is a robbery from the 100 Thieves. Just stealing that one back with a bomb denial.
Yeah, excellent stuff, and they even nade that smoke. They know it's an option, right? They know he could be in their smoke. They're nading it. They're looking for it. In fact, they're worrying about it more than the bomb, and it doesn't get put down. Gizmi denies. Nice to see Device continually in the right place in this CT side. He does over-peak, but he got his first, and he hasn't been on car at all this game, but on the first proper cat hit, he is there. 100 Thieves hanging on in this CT side. Definitely the chance to sweeten this half. It's just an expensive round at the end when they run in on Catwalk. They didn't really need to do that. They lost them 2 more guns, but they'd already won the round. So if they lose this, they're in trouble. And it seems like PVISION want to do what they do best. Another blind B hit. James didn't even show that orb there either. Oh, that smoke will stop it for a second.
Just, you know, they do have Flit, like, doing all the usual tells that you're taking a bit of mid-control, that you're looking for short. He threw in the molly on the drop-down, but Gizmi's just not bought it whatsoever. And it was his push on short that actually started this comeback for 100 Thieves. He's looking to do it again. And so once more, Gizmi
same thing.
is going to piece this together in time for the Thieves to rotate over. Now they start to assemble a B stack. If you are going to go, you've got to hit now because the window's closing. B site stacked to the 9s. And boy, hits like a one-man army. 3 kills for him as they come out through the tunnels. James left saving.
Another Gizmi MVP round. I mean, what can you say? He's won them like 3 rounds at this point on the CT side. Straight up single-handedly getting the most important kill or information or winning to the clock. It's a great job from Gizmi there on that repush up Cat. Device also had full long doors, right? It's a bit of a team effort. He had full long doors locked in with the orb. They knew that was going to be B. Felt too obvious there. And so Dust2 with a first timeout in this map for the last round of the half. So PVISION can really try and squeeze one more off their T side because it slowed down a little bit. 100 Thieves winning 3 of the last 4. It's been a good game though. Competitive map. Some of the riflers on PVISION a little quieter than Anubis.
Wonder if they're going to try and target Gizmi at all, right? Just with how pronounced he's been out here on shore, how he's ruined 2 of the rounds. You're telling yourselves it would just be so much easier if he didn't exist. But they're going to try and make their problem go away.
That's what Luminosity said.
Got Device up here on the boost. With a molly down, they're moving behind it.
Ooh, saw something.
Fast play out mid to B in the downtime, and James Orp in with an opening. Rain, they run right into him, and Slaxages just spams him through the smoke. Rain's hoping to play later, catch them by surprise as they're planting that bomb. Never gets to.
What a check.
So a man down on this retake. Flit up close in middle, just handed a free kill. And a very lengthy flank for Sierra in through the tunnels. This is all the making of a 1-out half for PVISION.
James even boosted to make matters worse. That missed flash just sold this round down the river, but it's a B retake after all. It was never realistic. Great ending round there for PVISION. Just a mid to B pop, something they haven't done for a minute. That puts 7 on this T side. Competitive game, yes, but one that PVISION are leading the way at. Map in the back pocket, elimination, daunting. But very much a factor in this series at the bottom of the group. 100 Thieves made quite the run through the open qualifier. But it may all be coming to a close unless they can mount a comeback here.
Terrorists win.
Well, 100 Thieves have largely had a pretty good time in these pistol rounds, at least. So hope ain't lost yet. Looking like an A play. You got all the util to do it. 5 men in the long doors. James just plays for the spot.
Ooh. Not quite. Maybe there's a gap here. And yes, there is. Way exploits it to the maximum degree. Double headshot through the smoke. Sure, the bomb makes it in, but PVISION aren't thinking about that. They're thinking about this post plant, setting up on catwalk to retake together. P250 must save them.
Oh, 3 players out. Cat, Sira with that spot. And so Device just trying to battle through this CT grouping, but they lose their teammate in the sight. Gizmy here as well. It's so claustrophobic as he comes back from long.
How did James get all 3? He was a spawn player. They're all up Cat. He got 3 kills. Show me that again. Just pulled a triple kill out of nowhere. I thought him living would be enough with that spawn smoke down. But James obliterates him. He has had just an incredible series. All starts with a Zwei double.
It's even just sick how they play around that Zwei double kill. It's instantly, you know, gets that, gets the 5v3, insta fall back into retake positions out through Cat. They know they've got the smoke to keep the pressure on. They can look for that defuse. It's handled so well. They don't stake it all on trying to stop the cross.
Of course, James triple kill pistol, so he's buying that orb. He wanted it. Hit a tag on Sira, some return damage, but he's rotated quick, and 100 Thieves have read this. Devices walk straight out mid-doors. He's got a read on James' reposition. Feels it's too good to be true. Mid to B is a very good call. Let's see what Slaxajets can do.
Oh, he's done a lot of damage, but they're replying. Smoke spam has brutalized 100 Thieves. James with one, Zwei with the other. And it's another round where you're left saying this was the right idea, this was the right move. Device is now the sole survivor from this mid-split, and he gets deleted as soon as he plays through the window, and now they know where this last guy is coming from.
Yeah.
Rain leapt on a flawless round for PVISION.
And Rain is just spamming the tunnel smoke while that mid to B is going on, so they just ignore him. 2 players both looking at window and door, and Rain doesn't get any impact there. They just don't care at all. While Slaxer just lines him up in middle. This double smoke spam in spawn. Woo, 3 players shooting through it. Just a beautiful round there out of PVISION. And that was the force bite off the bomb plant, so 100 Thieves got nothing here. You can feel the hopes and dreams dwindling with every passing kill.
I mean, when they're switched on, like no other team kind of makes every effort feel as futile as this one. You try all these new ideas, you're changing the pace, different types of aggro. CT side, you know, like looking for room, looking for information. T-half now. Even when you kind of have misdirected them, it hasn't come to matter.
PVISION Mouse is sounding like a banger game to me.
You're thrashing around, you're struggling, but you're silently all ending, isn't it, for 100 Thieves? They've got another buy here, but they're running out of time if they want to save themselves.
Now or it's never.
James 15 and 5.
You went 20 and 7 last month.
Yeah, it's just the craziest KDs.
Uh-oh. Close. Neither AWP connects. Weiss gets out of danger. I want to see James just no-scope the wall. Feels like that kind of game, huh? Weiss. Up cat. James lets him go.
You have the foothold for a cat play, but that's exactly what PVISION are expecting. They have 2 players in the bomb site running a bit of a bait and switch. Slaxajez is waiting with that flashbang, the palm flash. And that's going to come out now, so he's ready to play. Bit of support from Zwei coming back alongside as well. Quick to deal with the CT drop down.
Oh, man.
Everywhere you go, you just feel like you're playing into the hands of this CT defense.
Flit was full blind and surely dead, but it's Yellow from B who spammed that ramp player out through the smoke. He saves his teammate's life. They're just trying to scrap their way back into this round. But 100 Thieves getting nowhere fast is just Poi. Flit lives and goes on with a double. That's unbelievable. It's the B player who kills the guy on A through the smoke. Nothing can go wrong right now for PVISION. It is just meant to be now. 11-5. This was a back and forth affair at the start of the map, but upon hitting CT side, PVISION have not slowed down. 4 straight rounds. 2 more to send them home.
Pistols trying to make their way up the catwalk, but it feels scary. Spam's coming through.
2 missed nades on that. It would have destroyed them.
This time, though, you don't have this A setup ready to receive the short play. It is going to feel more stressful here. But the window on this is closing. James beginning his rotation. A 3rd player arrives, and with a fresh belt, a util, they're taking all the wind out the sails of the 100 Thieves.
Hello.
Nade stack. Bound for ramp. Flit finds himself in the site, so no problems there for the nades. Jame with a rare miss. Zwei in position to back him up. Just this bait and switch again at Goose.
Okay.
Only good for the 1. Don't try and chase Jame alongside, even if he was looking away. He's stealing himself in on the corner, ready for a retake.
Boost it.
There's Yellow. Creep up quietly. They're here on a very quick timing, and no one's ready for it. Shot in the back. Rain left as the last man standing and cannot hold on. PVISION, they've got themselves many a chance to close this out. It's the end of the line for the 100 Thieves.
That's a sick little idea to just walk up ramp so early, right? You think they're taking time setting up, maybe going cat or long. 2 rifles, just walk into that bomb site, completely catch 100 Thieves off guard. I think the eco strat is cool. The nade stack on ramp, but of course that's when Flit's playing on default. Can't catch a break. 12-5. Pure domination. This may end as easily as Anubis here for PVISION, despite it not starting that way. See no long control this entire game. A nice off angle. Take pressure on B. Zway's going to confirm what we already know.
Oh, Zway, that's a lot of damage. Sure, Sira gets the trade, but at what cost? They get the long space. Very, very wounded with the bomb in tow. If you give up this long control, you're going to go looking for a bit elsewhere. They scope up on short, didn't see anything, and just... It's a retreat for 100 Thieves. Moving away from the original intention and changing this one. They feel like they've got a gap on the other side of the map.
Certainly onto something. 20 seconds, though. They've got to get a move on. And already, PVISION are questioning. They're starting to rotate over. They know that AWP could be a middle. Flitz playing this very carefully from the doors. Yellow needs something here, and the first kill connects. Device cuts down one rotate. Slacks is just making it across, and they're just going to charge this bomb, surely. They can win the game right now. They kill the planter after the bomb goes down, and Device is lost to the wind. I think that's it. I think 100 Thieves are getting eliminated on this stick as PVISION just push it over the line. It is a beautiful post-plant retake. What a series from PVISION. 2 13-5s, 2 absolute spelunkings over 100 Thieves, and despite the open qualifier run, they will end here at the bottom of the group.
Yeah, 1 week in Paris, and you know, we were happy to see